Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought we could do a beauty haul of some of my most recent purchases. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. I now have an online beauty consulting service, which is where you get to talk to me one-on-one and you get to ask me anything beauty related, whether you want to go over the current beauty products you already own, or if you want some advice about which products to get or not get. The benefit of my service is I work for myself. I don't work for any brand in particular. So I will just give you my unbiased advice. So to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Okay, so the first thing that I got is something from Chanel, which is not new and probably wasn't needed, but I did it anyway. Recently, Harrods had a beauty sale, and I bought one of their older blushes. This is number 370 Elegance. And I bought this one here because it's the older formula before they added red to blushes that didn't have any business having any red in them. And this is just a really beautiful, more neutral blush, and I just went ahead and got it because I thought my collection wasn't big enough as it is, and I just wanted to get it before the reformulation hit this blush here. This style of blush color is almost like a blush that has met a bronzer. It's neutral, a little bit warm, there's no pink, there's no red, and it does have this really beautiful satin finish, so it gives you that glow, and you can skip highlighter if you want, or you can add it if you want as well. But I don't know, I just really like this more classic older formula, and so I figured Harrods during the sale was the best time to do so. I also picked up for myself from Chanel a couple colorful eyeliners. The first one here is Mare, which is a classic navy eyeliner, and I think as far as Chanel is concerned, this is a very classic color in the collection. It's a beautiful dark navy that has just like the slightest shift to it, so it gives it a bit of life and light. And then the second one is definitely more intense. This one is Fervent blue, and this is more of the electric blue family. I love a pop of color, especially for eyeliner. You can do like a neutral eye with just a little bit of liner, and it kind of just livens up the whole look. So with these two colors here, I definitely have the best of both worlds, a more neutral, muted down blue, and then this electric blue, which I cannot wait to use. All right, moving on to some Chantecaille. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and this is a luminescent eye shade in the shade Mare, which I believe came out 2 or 3 years ago as part of their Positano summer collection. So first of all, let's look at the packaging. This looks like a beautiful seaside beach vacation. The beach looks a little bit crowded to my taste. We see lots of these beautiful parasols and lounge chairs on the beach. I can practically hear the waves crashing in the background. Now, this color here is beautiful. It's this beautiful mint green, and it's just the right type of intensity that I love. I love this luminescent eye shade collection. I have practically every color in this series here, and you can see that there's a little bit of a wave motif on the eyeshadow. It looks just like waves on the sand. This color here, what I do is I use my finger and then I go onto the lid and I just press the color, and I get a really intense color payoff. It is so beautiful. It's green, it's like seafoam / mint. It's such a pretty color. I really hope that Chantecaille keeps coming out with more green, blue colors in this luminescent eye shade formula, because it's so pretty. It can be intense, it can be metallic and shimmery, or you can wear it more natural. So I will definitely use this on my channel very soon. A lot of you saw me post this on Instagram and you want tutorials, so in the near future I will go ahead and use this on my channel here. Because this came out a few years ago, it's a bit hard to find online. I found this on the Canadian Chantecaille website. There are still some available on that site there. I'm not certain where else it's available. You might want to reach out to a Chantecaille sales associate and see if they can find you one, because these are becoming harder to find. But if you live in Canada, use the Chantecaille site because you'll be able to get the eyeshadow. So another Chantecaille single eyeshadow here that actually was sent to me in PR from Chantecaille. This is part of the Mermaid eye color collection, so clearly it was meant for me. And this one is called Seashell. This is such a beautiful one and done shade. So again, I go in with my finger with this one here. It's more of a cream texture, like a cream to powder finish. And then you can just use your finger and you get such a beautiful light wash of color. It's like a golden champagne. It's not too light, but it really just livens up the whole eyelid. You can go in with liner. You can go in with colorful liner if you want to just add some pizzazz to your look, and then mascara. It's just really good for one and done, very simple. You can mix it with other products, but if you want something more one and done, these Mermaid eye colors are great. Again, this one is Seashell, so it's more if you want that light champagne finish. So speaking of that Harrods beauty sale, I also picked up a new lipstick here from Sisley. Not that I needed it, but I definitely wanted it. This is part of the Phyto Rouge collection. This is long lasting and hydrating, and this is the shade number 40, Rouge Monaco. The packaging for this is so extra. It comes with its own little red velvet pouch with the S for Sisley. We have this animal print here, and then the actual lipstick itself is so stunning. I've never seen such a structured lipstick with, it looks like Art Deco, it looks geometric, it's just very extra, and I definitely appreciate that. This is such a beautiful orangey red, which I always love. I just did a video dedicated to orangey red lipsticks. And just the name Rouge Monaco, like Monaco red, evokes summer, evokes the Mediterranean and fun and vacation, and it's just such a beautiful color. This is definitely a satin finish. It's hydrating. I haven't done like a full wear test yet, so I will include this in a video. But just look at this color. It's very saturated. When you swatch it, it takes very little pressure and it just glides very easily with lots of opacity. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this in the near future. I know that we definitely have some Sisley lipstick fanatics among us, so please sound off and let me know what other colors I should try from Sisley. I've tried their more tinted lip balm, like glossy ones, but I'm interested to test out more of their saturated, like classic bullet lipsticks, so let me know. So as you can see, I was definitely on a little bit of a single eyeshadow kick, and this also translated into MAC. Good old MAC Cosmetics. I bought this single eyeshadow here called Triennial Wave, and this is a satin finish, and I bought this simply because it's incredibly blue. It is so saturated and so intense, and I did wear this recently. I will do a tutorial on it because a lot of you commented and wanted to know how to wear this. It's just, it hits my blue eyeshadow receptors. You guys know me, I love blue, either a blue eyeshadow look or a red lip, one or the other, not both. But I think that my final form in life is Elizabeth Taylor. Blue eyeshadow, a tan, a caftan, and a beach somewhere. That's really my final form in life. And this hits those blue eyeshadow receptors. It's nice using a single like this because it's easier than getting a giant palette. Because it's MAC, it's not the same quality as like a Sisley eyeshadow or a Chanel, but sometimes when I just want this exact shadow, this exact color, I don't mind just getting a single like this because I can get what I want, and then I can just sort of mix and incorporate what I already have. Okay, so moving on, I also bought some candles, and this is from the brand Forvr Mood, which was started by Jackie Aina. So she's a YouTuber here on YouTube, a beauty YouTuber. I'm sure a lot of you know her. I would not compare myself to her in the slightest because she's in a league like a million miles ahead of me. She has like millions of followers. She's incredibly successful. And she has this brand called Forever Mood. And she has this mini candle collection. So the box I just showed you is the spring season, so the spring collection. And they have a mini version available. So instead of buying like 4 full-size candles, you can just get like a miniature version, which I like. Now, a fun story. When I first got my package here, I was trying to slide the box open. I thought that like you could pull on this side and open the box. No, there's a flap here, like a magnet underneath to open up the box. So the first one here, the yellow one, this is Spring Flings. This is peach, a hint of grapefruit. It's very fruity, maybe like a little bit musky. It's very light, not too heavy. Like it's not like a caramel frappuccino type of scent, but it's really light. Maybe a little bit of pineapple, really lovely. The second candle is Bad and Boozy. This is apple, like a crisp apple, pear, pineapple. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a fruit salad and like brunch or something. And then there's like maybe some musk in there as well. This one here smells more fruity. The first one here is more of a clean scent, whereas this is like a little bit more fruity. Now we have a Butterfly Effect, which quite frankly, I wish was a perfume. There's rose in here, maybe some jasmine and violet as well. There are some hints of berry, some amber, some musk. I wish this was like a body lotion, a perfume. It smells really lovely and like more sweet, kind of in that, kind of gravitating into that more sweet kind of syrupy scent, which I really like. And then the last one here is Cloud Dream, which I think is my favorite. This is that coconut, creamy, buttery, syrupy, sweet scent. I like these types of fragrances or perfumes or candles for my house, I should say. Even though it does make your house smell like a cupcake bakery, sometimes it's just nice to like indulge in those candles. And we definitely just get lots of like sugar and vanilla bean. So this is definitely Cloud Dream, the most gourmand candle. And I think it's my favorite, but honestly, all of them are really nice and I cannot wait to use them, even though they're just like, they're so pretty and I like how small they are. But anyway, these smell wonderful. Now, the last category here is Givenchy, and the first item that I bought is an eyeliner. So I was on a single eyeshadow kick and also a colorful eyeliner kick. So this is the Givenchy waterproof eyeliner, and this shade here is called number 5 Jade. This is exactly the type of green that I want. This is the same color as this shirt here, like emerald, jade, jewel toned green. A lot of green eyeliners out there kind of hit more turquoise or teal or almost like the seafoam color. It's harder to find just like a pure jade eyeliner. This one here is exactly it. It is waterproof, it is heat proof, sweat proof. I have been wearing this a lot recently. I think I wore it in a video as well because I just can't get enough of it. It really stays in place all day. It does not budge, it does not flake away, and the color is so perfect. It's opaque, it's beautiful. This is definitely underrated, and this is the only Givenchy waterproof liner that I have, but I am very pleasantly surprised, and I will definitely try out more of these colors here. And I cannot get over the color. It's just so pretty. It's really just this t-shirt here, but in an eyeliner color. I've been on the hunt for this exact shade here for a while, so I will probably repurchase this in the near future because I am going through it a lot recently, just wearing it every day with the Chantecaille Mermaid color here. It's just a really great combination here. Moving on to these beautiful blushes. These are the Givenchy Prisme Libre blushes. So these are brand new. These are hard to get. I had to order mine through Harrods because they are probably not coming to Canada. So this is like the Prisme Libre powder where you get 4 colors, and then when you apply it, they just mix together and give you a beautiful flush. Today I'm wearing number 3, which is Voile Corail. It's a beautiful orangey, peachy color here, and I love these so much. The powders here are matte, but they're just so finely milled that they give you almost like a satiny finish. It's not drying. They last all day. They're very long wearing. They're also quite mask resistant. And despite its matte finish, it gives you a beautiful little glow. So I am a huge fan of these. They may not be the most like economical purchase because you have to order them from Harrods and there's like a shipping fee, but honestly it was worth it for me. So number 3 I think is my favorite of the two, but I also got more of a plummy rosewood one. And this is number 5, Poplin Violin, which is that like deep plummy rosewood color. And it's not too pink, it's not too cool tone. It's more of, yeah, just a really beautiful plum shade. So I think this will be nicer in the fall and winter when I'm wearing like more plummy colors on the lips and, you know, those types of shades. But I got 2 colors and I wanted to make sure I got like 2 opposite shades, like nothing too similar to each other. And I did a video very recently on these blushes here, doing like a review, application, comparison, etc. And one thing I noticed is despite my extensive blush collection, I didn't have any dupes. I had some comparisons that were close to these blushes here, but nothing that was a perfect dupe, so that was a really good sign. I have a few more items to share with you from Givenchy, but just to let you know, these were sent to me in PR, but these are all my opinions. So the first thing they sent to me are a couple of these Rose Perfecto hydrating lip balms. The first one here is number 001 called Pink Irrésistible, and this one adapts to your lips pH. So this is very much along the vein of like the Dior Lip Glow. It's very hydrating, moisturizing, but it also enhances your lip color. I find that these ones are a little bit more buttery. I think the Dior Lip Glow is more waxy. So these ones here are really lovely. If you want just like your natural pink lip but better, 001 is for you. Something worth noting is that they are marbled. So when you twist these up, you can actually see this marble effect in the product, which is incredibly extra. And also the cap here feels like leather, so you know, it's Givenchy, it's luxury, it feels very extra, so I'm very happy with it. The next one here is number 102, which is called Feel Nude, which is a cool mauve nude. This one is really nice because when you look at the tube, it looks really dark. It looks like a deep berry or plum, but it's actually really natural. So it's kind of like your nude lip with like a hint of mauve or like a hint of berry. It's not too deep. These really seem to like adapt to your natural lip pH. So if you just want to use these as a base before you go into your makeup. So what I'll do is when I'm doing my eyebrows, I will apply this onto my lip and then I'll let this like enhance my lip color so that when I apply lip liner or lipstick, my lips are just more hydrated and have like a hint more lip color to help my color last all day. And today I did in fact go in with number 2 here because it just gives me just like a hint more color than I want, but again, it's not going to be too deep or too intense. And then we have number 37, which is called Rouge Grainé. This is more of a deeper red. It's still going to be quite sheer, but you're going to have a little bit more red payoff. Something to note with these tinted lip balms is that they give off the slightest tingling mint sensation, but it's really, really minimal. Like once you apply it and you kind of just let it sit on your lips for a few seconds, you notice like a whisper of mint, like someone just yelled mint in the other room. It's not burning, it's not like a plumping sensation, it's just kind of present. So just be aware of that, but it's nowhere near the level of like the Dior Lip Maximizer, you know, the gloss with lots of mint. It's not like that at all. It's just like sort of like a whisper of mint. And then we have the Irrésistible Eau de Toilette. This is a fruity, musky, slightly spicy perfume. I think it's really lovely for summer, especially like on a hot summer day or hot summer evening for a date maybe. There's some pear in here, but there's lots of musk and spice in here as well. It's not too fruity, it's not too light, it's not going to be very sweet. Like there is sweetness, but it's not gourmand, like in my opinion here. I think you're going to notice pear, some woody notes, some powdery notes, a little bit of violet. It's a really lovely fragrance, and I think it's nice because it's not going to be too sweet, it's not going to be syrupy. There are some fruit in here, but it's not very, very bubbly or too sugary. One thing it reminds me of the most is the Lancôme Idole perfume. This one here that came out a few years ago. This is that same sort of like slightly fruity, musky, spicy fragrance. Definitely for like a warm summer evening, a date. There's more rose in the Idole than there is in the Givenchy. I think the Givenchy Irrésistible is more subtle. It's a little bit more wearable, I guess. It's just, yeah, more subtle and more understated. And then the last item here is the Gentleman Givenchy. This is the Eau de Toilette Intense. So this here, it's warm, spicy, but it's also fresh. Now it's fresh without leaning anywhere near bug spray territory. Sometimes fresh is very green and very grassy and something mosquito repellent. This is not it at all. I smell like spices, like basil maybe. It's aromatic. There's some spice. It's very aromatic. It's very fresh. There's a little bit of iris in here, maybe a little bit of soft powder, a hint of vanilla, I think some bergamot as well. That's part of that like slightly fresh greenery. It smells really lovely. I think it's nice that it's an Eau de Toilette Intense, so it's going to be a little bit more long wearing. It's just, it smells fresh. It smells really lovely. It reminds me a little bit of, like I'm trying to think of like perfume comparisons. Like if you like this, you might like that too. I think it's the Dior Homme. I think that's the most comparable men's cologne I can think of. Kind of woody, a little fresh, a little green. Yeah. So I think that is it for my haul today. These are some beauty items that I've picked up. Lots of makeup, I mean, as per usual. So let me know in the comments which tutorials do you want to see first, which items do you want to see me use in a video. Sound off down below. If you're new to my channel, I hope you take the time to subscribe, and you can also hit that notification bell on the side so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So I think on that note, this is all I have for you guys for today. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.